Hey, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? What's up, y'all? What's up? We're about to start this here in a little bit. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. You can hear me. You can hear me. What up? You can hear me. We're about to start up in a little bit. We're about to start this in a little bit. We're going to talk about something. So don't hang up. We coming, y'all. We coming. Trying to get something situated real quick. We coming. Y'all, hold on. Bear with me 1 minute. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Don't go nowhere. Bear with me. Bear with a brother. Hold on. I'm coming. Got some technical difficulties right now. Technical difficulties is causing me to slow up. Y'all bear with me. I want to say welcome to you. Dequan, I see you. Anita, I see you. DJ, I see you. Y'all are here. Technical difficulties is real. But y'all can hear me, but you can't see me, right? Yeah, hold on. Oh, man. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Things moving slow. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I guess you got the scene for tonight. Jesus is my doctor. Come on in the room, y'all. And it fills out all of my prescription. Chris, I see you, Chris. Official T Murdoch. Murdoch, what up? What? Where you been, Murdoch? What's up with you? Latonda, I see you, Miss White. I see you. Boys, I see you. Sherry in the building. Javon in the building. Oh, man, this thing is getting me all mad. Come on in the room. Miss Jackson, I see you, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson say, By the way, that chicken and mushroom rice was awesome. You better tell it. You better tell it. You better tell it. I wish y'all could try all of my recipes. I try my best to put recipes out there that you guys would definitely love, man. If y'all tried some of my recipes, do me a favor and put an X up. If you tried some of my recipes that I posted here on YouTube, do me a favor and put an X up right now. Y'all, I'm just having these difficulties and I'm trying my best to hurry this thing up. Put an X up if you tried some of my recipes. All right. Tow Truck W, I see you. Miss Deborah, I see you. Kay, I see you. Hey, Jason, what's up, man? What's up? NB, I see you. Javon in the building. Man, what's going on with this thing, man? We got to do this tonight, man. No difficulties, man. Why are we having difficulties? This thing just acting up, all up. Come on in the room. All right, man. So I'm going to have to just end up basically going another route because this right here is not working for me right now. It's not working for me. I might have to end up going another route. Because this is not working for me at this particular point in time. I don't know why, but the show must go on. We got 55 people in the room. We had some to drop out, and I apologize to those that's dropping out. And I'm trying my best, man, to get this thing up and going. I said 8 o'clock, and right now, man, I'm 9 minutes down. And I'm supposed to be having this thing up and going. Technical difficulties really is a bust. It really is a bust whenever you're having technical difficulties, man. Things don't never go right. It seems whenever you're having some difficulties in life. Let's see if we could do this again. Oh, man. Bear with a brother. Come on, y'all. Come on, bear with me. Bear with me. I know you can hear my voice, but you just can't see my face, man. What in the world is going on? What is going on? You just can't see my face, but you can hear my voice. Y'all continue to bear with me. I'm trying my best to work out these kinks. And a little hope and prayer don't hurt nobody. If y'all know how to pray, pray for me. Is it the lens cover? Now pray for me. Somebody please, if you know the word of prayer, come on and pray. Pray for me. Whoa, pray. Pray for me. Come on and pray. Pray for me. If you can get in a word, come on and pray for me. Oh, pray for me. Pray for me. I think we might be in the game. All right, so let's do this, y'all. I think we might be in the game. We might be in the game. 191. We might be in the game. All right, y'all. So whoever said I had the lens cap on, guess what? You're right. I had the lens cap on. So I want to say what's up, 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 and what's up. Now, this is what we're going to be. This is what we're here for. We're here for a reason, y'all. We're here to have a little small discussion. And I want to say to you guys, welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. Now, I posted something on my community post earlier this afternoon. And I was thinking about this. The topic that we're definitely going to try to speak on and talk on is going to be about food handlers wearing gloves. All right. Each and every one of us that's here right now, and I'm looking at the screen is here. Camera's here, so you'll be seeing me look down. And when I'm looking down, I'm trying my best to read your comments. But at the same token, when I speak to you, I'm going to try to look right back up here, or whatever the case may be. So I don't want to ignore anybody or to be a nuisance to somebody if you see me engaging my eyes and I'm down. All right. But this is where I am right now. Okay. And for those of y'all who I have acknowledged a few people that's here in the chat. I want to say welcome. Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. And let me just give you a little short about me. All right. I am a YouTuber, and I've been doing this YouTube thing now for about a minute. I've been on this circuit for a minute right now. And I am a home cook. I'm not a chef. Okay, let me get that right. I am not a chef. I'm just your regular, average Joe Blow who likes sitting in the kitchen, cooking up some good meals. You understand what I'm saying? And I like sharing also the things that I cook. All right. And how I share these things, I share them on YouTube. I just, put a camera up there, phone or whatever, video it, and I share it with y'all. All right. So with that being said, the topic of the day, we're talking about gloves on the fingers, on the hands. And I'm trying to figure out a way, man, to where I want you guys to chime in. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pin a phone number up right now. But let me see, how can I do this? Let me see. I'm pinning this phone number. So if you guys want to call in and talk about our discussion, this is where we can talk one to another. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, man, can pretty much chime in on this here discussion. And now, I don't want nobody to please call. Don't call now. Don't call now. When I say I'm going to give you the opportunity of calling in, then that's when you can go ahead and hit that number or whatever the case may be, man. And we're going to try to discuss this thing. But let me break it down to you a little bit, okay? So for those of you that's here right now, and it's 68 people in the building, if it's possible for you to share this on your YouTube, then I would ask you to go ahead and please share it, if anything, okay? If you feel as if this is going to be a good discussion to talk about, and we're talking about food handlers, like somebody such as myself, and wearing gloves, if you feel that this is going to be definitely a great topic to talk about, I want you to hit the number 1 right now in the comment section. This is how we participate, and we can basically try to understand one another. You know what I mean? I got to know if we're on the right page. In order for me to find out if we're on the right page, this is how we've got to connect. I either got to hear your voice, I either got to see you and, connecting. And one way that I'll be doing that, I'll be saying, hey, hit this letter or hit this number. You know what I mean? If I ask a question. So if you feel as if this is a great topic, because I can't hear everybody's voice at one time. But if you feel if this is going to be a great topic to talk about, food handlers wearing gloves, why is it important for food handlers to wear gloves, or whatever the case may be, hit the number 1 in the section. Then I know that this video will not be in vain. This will be, this will be in the interest of those who are either listening and even watching. All right. So I don't know if I'm going to leave this up or whatever. It might be one of those, hey, I'm gonna go back and take a look at the video and stuff like that. But I don't know if I might leave it posted on my YouTube or whatever like that though. But we're gonna see exactly what can take place from this discussion. Who knows? Maybe we might be able to do this food discussion later on down in the years or whatever the case may be. This might be a good little way to have conversations with all of us. All right. So with that being said, here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. We're talking about gloves, and these here are my particular gloves. All right, and the discussion is, how do you guys feel about food servers wearing gloves? How do you feel when you go to a restaurant, all right, and the persons who's serving you, do you expect the people who are serving you to wear gloves or not? Okay. Now, this will be that time. That's one question. That's the first question. But this will be that time where I will have somebody to go ahead and call in on this here number that I pinned. If you can see the number that I pinned, right now would be a good time for somebody to call in, because with that question, I'm going places, but I'm going to ask, I'm going to stay on this one question for at least 10 minutes. So we got somebody calling in now. Let me do this real quick. Answer. Hold on, caller. Let me get together right now. Hold on, wait 1 minute. All right, now let me see if I can turn up some sound right quick before I can ask you who your name is and all this other kind of stuff. Can you hear me? Hello? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Let me get it back. Now, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let me see if I can turn some sound up. Hold on, wait 1 minute. All right, you can hear me. Now, let me just ask the people out here in the YouTube world. I want you to speak to me, speak clearly if you can, so see if they can hear you as well, all right? So what is your name?
Yes, hey YouTube.
Now, can y'all hear her?
This is Krmwwyd Kitchen.
Can y'all hear the person calling? Can you hear the caller? I'm asking the people in the YouTube land, can y'all hear the caller? Go ahead and say something to me right quick so we see if we can hear you real quick. Okay, they saying yes. They saying yes, they can hear you. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. Now, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, this is Krmwwyd Kitchen.
Girl, what's up, girl? Oh my God, I'm about to sit here and cry. Hey, look, y'all, if y'all do not know who this woman is, I'm not even going to tell you who she is. I want her to tell her side of this story. Please tell them who you are.
Hey everybody, I am Krmwwyd Kitchen. If you not follow me or don't know who I am, you can go check me out and you can definitely see who I am and what I do.
And she do have a YouTube channel, y'all. She has a YouTube channel. And I would love for you guys to go and follow this sister, man. When I tell you that the girl could do her thing in the kitchen, she is a straight beast in the kitchen. Girl, I'm speaking this. And here's another thing. Not only can this sister cook in the kitchen, can you just do me one favor? I hate to put you on the spot. Can you just give me 30 seconds? Just 30 seconds of that voice. Just 30 seconds. Please.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Give me you. Everything else can wait. Give me you. I hope I'm not too late. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you.
That girl can sing, y'all. That girl can sing. That girl can sing. I ain't playing. Okay. Anyway, we gonna move on. That girl can sing, y'all. That girl can sing. All right. Y'all, please follow her, man, on YouTube.
I'll be hearing you.
Girl, look here. When I first heard you sing, I almost lost it. I didn't even know, man, that you had a voice like that. I didn't even know that you could blow like that. But you can blow. You can blow. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
and you just don't know how much I appreciate you, sis. You just don't know. And I love you too, for real, for real. All right. So if y'all don't know who she is, please follow her on YouTube, hit that love button, and also follow her on Instagram as well. Okay. Now let's talk about this topic, sis. Let's talk about this topic.
Yes.
We're talking about food handlers wearing gloves. Okay. What is your opinion as far as it goes with food handlers wearing gloves? This is a good discussion.
Food handlers wearing gloves now. It could be whether ourselves, we're cooking for a group of people, whether it's family or friends, cookout, or at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. When I don't see nobody wearing gloves, I feel some type of way because you don't know the germs that is being crossed, contamination. I'll be watching videos like whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, or just on the news and restaurants, and I see them. Some of them not using gloves, or even the ones that are using gloves, they're using the same gloves for everything. Change it often. And I have a problem with that because we have a lot of germs that is going around, that we can't even see on surface itself, and so I think that for a place that is not, or a person that is not wearing gloves or changing them frequently, I don't like eating at those places. That's why I eat mostly at home. I barely eat out because you don't know what goes on behind the counter, behind the register, in the back, in the kitchen.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's already been seen on the news that some people that don't wear gloves, the food, they pick it back up and use the same thing to serve the customers, all that stuff. So it's like, not wearing gloves is already a no-no for me.
There you go. And you hit some things on the head now. You really hit some things on the head that I really want to try to clear up on this here little topic. You understand? And you really hit some things on the head. And I'm glad that you called in first because, like I say, I want to try to get the opinions of other people. And see exactly how they feel about this situation of food handlers wearing gloves, whether they do or they don't or whatever. And from what I gathered today, you pretty much answered 75, close to 85% of what I was seeking. And that's the honest God truth. And I want you to do me a favor one more time, sis, if you could, please tell the people one more time your channel name and how can they find you on your social media.
Okay, so my YouTube name is Krmwwyd Kitchen. Okay, so that's KANARII_S Kitchen. Okay, and my Instagram is spelled the same way, Krmwwyd Kitchen. And if you look in any, in the description under any of my videos on YouTube, all my social media links are there. So it won't be hard to find me at all. Thank you for all those who are supporting. I love y'all. And all those who are not, go check out my videos.
There you go. There you go. Put yourself out there. You better put yourself out there. If nobody else ain't going to do it, you better do it.
And Ray, definitely, he is a great supporter. He's a great supporter. I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all are not following him, do it. do it.
Hey, thank you, sis. Like we say, real recognize real, and you are definitely one of the realest, all right?
Definitely.
And I love you, sis.
Definitely. So are you. I appreciate you. I love you too, bro.
All right? Let's stay connected, girl.
Get into this topic, though.
Yes, sir. We got to get into it. So I'm going to try to take another phone call just to hear a few more people. Because, girl, we got some juice going on right now. You started it off.
I'll be watching.
Love you, sis.
Love you too.
All right. Y'all, please follow her, man. Please follow her. I'm telling you, if you don't know who she is, man, I just posted her name up under my channel. Up on the Great Mack's Kitchen and Grill, if you can see it. Please, man, screenshot this if you have to, just so you can go back, go get your pen and piece of paper, write down the name, and please go check her out. This girl right here, man, she could cook and she could definitely sing. I didn't know the girl could sing like that, y'all, until I first heard it. I swear to God, I was like, who is this girl? But she sung that thing, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, she sang.
I appreciate the love.
All right, sis.
All right.
Now, so now this is what we're gonna do. We've heard one person gave their opinion on that. Now I want to do something else. I want to go ahead and try to see if I can get in somebody else. I'm gonna get another call in. Okay, but did y'all hear her? Okay, did you hear her well? That's all I need to know. Did you hear her clearly? Because I want y'all to understand. So I want you to hear this. Because when it comes down to these gloves, you're not just hearing me talk. You're gonna hear you talk too. All right. All right. So right now the number is pinned. If you want to go ahead, man, and give a call in, I'm gonna accept another phone call. If you want to go ahead and call, go ahead and do so at this particular point in time. You're welcome. You're welcome, and you're welcome to go ahead and call. So let me get about I'm gonna get about one more call in. Because we need to talk about these gloves, handling gloves. And she ended up saying some things right at the end, and definitely I want to piggyback on. Now, is there another? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk until there is another. So, here we go. Hey, thank you for calling in. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Carol.
Carol, how are you today, Carol?
I'm fine. I'm the one who put in about your chicken and mushroom rice.
Girl, you bet. How did you like that, Carol? Tell me, how did you like it?
Oh, it was good. But that rice, oh my gosh.
But here's the question. I'm going to ask you this question, Carol, but then I'm going to get you to talk about this topic we're talking about. But this is a question on the chicken and rice.
Okay.
You did not have no measurements. No measurements was given at all. How did you feel when you sat at home and you looked at the video and you got all your ingredients together and you was getting ready to prepare the recipe? What did you say to yourself when you seen no measurements?
It didn't bother me because I just watched you and I saw how much you were throwing in there. I tried to throw in about the same amount. I think after I made it the first time, I would adjust things for my own taste, like I wanted a little more punch here or less there, but it was awesome.
Thank you, Carol. You have hit that on. That's the reason why I do not put measurements on recipes, because you have to adjust it to your own taste. Carol, I thank you for saying that, Carol. If I could give you a hug, girl, I give you a hug right now. Squeeze your neck real tight. Thank you. I appreciate you for saying that. Now, Carol, back to the topic. Should handlers wear gloves? Give me your opinion.
I think that they should. However, gloves can get contaminated too. So if they're not properly handling and changing gloves and washing their hands in between tasks, then it's just like touching with their bare hands. I'm a dental hygienist. So
infection control and cross-contamination is a big thing with me. I was a compliance officer in the last job that I had in the field. And so, you go in and you see people with gloves on them, but if they're handling money, touching their face, adjusting their mask with that glove and then going back to the food, it's just like having their bare hands.
Man, you know what? I just need to sit back and just keep my mouth closed and just let y'all come on in and talk on this thing. That's all I need to do. I don't need to say nothing. Nothing at all. Carl, let me tell you something, Carl. You hit that on the head. Do you hear me? You hit that on the head. And that's the thing that I'm glad that I decided to have this live. Because all in all, we've got to have conversations like this. We've got to. I'm a foodie. You know what I mean? These are the complaints that, no, I'm not even going to get into the complaints that I get on my YouTube channel. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I ain't going to do it. But I'm going to do it at the end, though. I'm going to do it at the end. So, Carl, even with that being said, when you go to restaurants or wherever the case may be, do you look for somebody who are wearing gloves? Do you look for people wearing gloves when they're pretty much cooking your food, handling your food, or whatever the case may be? Do you go in expecting these employees to have gloves on their hands?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And Kurt, I just want to thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your truth. And you are definitely welcome back here at any time, Carol. And Carol, let me tell you something, girl.
Okay.
If you like that daggone chicken and rice mushroom, if you like it, Carol, I'm telling you something right now, please try this recipe right here. Try this recipe. Try that. Do you eat beef?
A little bit.
A little
not
bit.
A lot.
Tell me what you like, Carol. Tell me what you like. As far as proteins.
I like everything.
And tell me what you don't like. Now tell me what you don't like.
What I don't like? Okra.
Girl, I'm with you. I'm with you. I love gumbo, but I can't eat gumbo with okra in it. And I do know that that's the original staple if you put okra in your gumbo. If I fix gumbo, I'm not cooking it with okra in it. You know, I've eaten plenty of okras in my life.
My mother then tells me that it's not gumbo because I didn't put okra in it. But hey,
look, Carl, they tell me the same thing. If you don't put okra in your gumbo, it ain't gumbo. Well, you fix your gumbo how you fix your gumbo, and let me do my gumbo how I do my gumbo. I'm not putting okra in my gumbo.
I'm with you on that, Ray.
I was raised up to where I've seen okra stalks about big as this room, and I done smelled raw okra. I done seen family members go and pluck them things and eat them raw. I done had stewed okra. I done had okras with potatoes. I done had okra and succotash. I done had okra and butterbean. I don't want no okras in my life. I don't want it. I can eat fried okra. But anything that's slimy, I can't do it. I just can't do the slime. I think it's disgusting. Carol, I want to thank you so much for calling in, Carol. And you are a wonderful, wonderful individual. If there are other recipes that I have created, I would just love for you to try more. And I'm just thankful that, like you said,
what do you recommend I try again? And can I find it just go on your YouTube and find it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The one that I really would love you to try is that beef tips and rice. That's an old Southern one right there. The beef tips and rice. Tips? Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Girl, you'll lose it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna lose it. But Carol, thank you so much, Carol, and you are awesome, and I really appreciate you. Okay.
All righty.
All right. So we heard it from Carol. That's you can't get no better than that. Carol broke it down, y'all. She breaking it down. And I'm hoping, man, that y'all are listening to some of the words that's coming out their mouth pertaining to handlers wearing gloves, because they hitting this thing on the head. There's 2 people that just called in, and they hitting this thing on the head. And I'm thankful that Carol called in talking about that chicken and mushroom, because I'm telling y'all right now, I put recipes out there, but I hate putting measurements in the ingredients. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I try to give you measurements, like Carol said, they might not be to your liking. So you have to adjust it to your liking. Carol, thank you so much for saying that. You just don't know. Many people has been saying, hey, where's the recipe to the chicken and rice, mushroom and rice? I want to try it, but there's no ingredients on it. And I always text people back. And I do try my best to connect back with people. People hit me up on Facebook. They hit me up on Instagram. And I do try to contact people back. And I tell them the same thing. Listen to your ancestors. Whenever your ancestors say stop, that's when you stop. That's when you say stop. And I tell people, when it comes to salt, let the salt be your last thing you put in. Let it be. Let it be. Now, I want to do this one more time. We're talking about, this is the topic, how do you feel, or should handlers wear gloves when handling your food? You understand what I'm saying? We're live. We're talking about food handlers. Should they wear gloves, or how do you feel about them wearing gloves? Let me take one more phone call, y'all. One more. Is there another? Is there another who want to go ahead and call in and talk about this topic of food handlers wearing gloves, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead, man, and try to see if I can squeak in my little 2 cents worth. Some of y'all probably don't even want to care about my 2 cents, but it's all right. I'm gonna try my best to give you my 2 cents anyway. So let there be one more. And I'm hoping, man, that you guys are liking this live, man. So JT, I see you, and I'm squinching, y'all. I wear glasses like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Eugene, I see you, Eugene. How you doing? All right. Nelly, I see you. How you doing? Humble, I see you. How you doing? And y'all are saying some stuff out there. So let's go ahead and see who we got right now. Oh, Lord, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Please, do me a favor. Call in one more time, because I hit the wrong button, and that's my fault. Please forgive me on that one. You know what I'm saying? I told you I wear glasses. I wear glasses. So one more time, y'all. Hey, one more thing. I want to do this right quick. You see this hat right here? This is Pistol Shrimp Fishing. Pistol Shrimp Fishing gave me this hat, and I want to give a big shout out to Pistol Shrimp Fishing. Find them on Instagram. All right, let's go back again. All right, thank you so much for calling, and please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jamaica.
And what's your name?
And Jamaica. That's what I go by.
Okay. And our topic today, we're talking about handlers, food handlers wearing gloves. Should we expect them to wear gloves whenever they're serving us or not? What do you think?
Well, with everything that's going on, I do think it would be nice if there were gloves serving us.
So whenever you walk into a restaurant, you, your family, or whomever you're with, do you expect them to wear gloves on their hands whenever handling your food?
Well, yes, because I'll share this with you. I actually went to a buffet, which was Sunday, and I had to wear gloves to serve my food.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that were putting the food back, replacing the food, they weren't wearing gloves, and that really sat in my soul. You know, I was like, wait a minute, this don't make no sense. You know, and so yes, I think that's what's going on. But for me, I think because the food price has gone up and everything has gone up,
I think I decline in going out and eating. I think I prepare everything at home now. Even I used to just go by McDonald's and pick up a fry. Forget it. I'm making my own McDonald's fries now. So, and I think it's just what's going on.
Okay. Let me ask you this question, if you don't mind. Not trying to put you on the spot or nothing like that. Whenever you're cooking at home, how many heads are you cooking for?
Well, it's just me and my daughter.
Okay. Just you and your daughter. All right. So.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
So whenever you're cooking food for your daughter in your home, do you wear gloves?
No, I don't. You know why? Because I'm cooking for me and my daughter. I'm not cooking for guests. If I was going to cook for a group of people, yes, I would definitely wear gloves.
All right. Now, let me ask these people right now who are watching us and listening to you. All right. For those of you who are on YouTube right now and you're listening to this awesome caller and myself, here's the question. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked her. How many of you right now in your own homes are wearing gloves whenever you are cooking for your family? Like she say, she's only cooking for her daughter. It could be for one person, or it could be for 3 people, or it can even be for 10. How many of you, even at home right now, are wearing gloves? If you are somebody who are at home right now, man, and you wear gloves every time you cook, put a G in the comment section right now. Put a G, the letter G, in the comment section. I like to know. And I want to say thank you so much for your honesty, caller, because I'm going to tell you something. I need at least 50 more people like you. 50 more people like you who are not scared to call in and give your truth.
And you know why? I think touching the food, interacting with the food makes the food even better. And I wanted to touch on something that you said. I love turkey, right? But I saw you made turkey, and ever since that, the turkey legs, the turkey wings. I thank you for that recipe. I love it. And let me tell you something. To all you people that are watching, salt, only put salt on eggs, okay? And potatoes when you're making. All seasoning has salt. I will repeat that. All seasoning have salt. You do not need salt.
All right. Now, did y'all hear what she just said? Did y'all hear what she just said? Matter of fact, let me do this before we go any further. And Carl, I want to say thank you so much for calling. But here's the thing, Carl. I'm going to introduce something to you, okay? And this is going to be an introduction for you, all right? So I'm going to show you something in the next few seconds. Right after you hang up, I'm going to run to my other room and I'm going to get something out of there real quick because I want to show you. I want to show you this, okay? And I'm hoping that you could definitely give what I'm about to show you a try, because it just might make you say, maybe I should rethink this thing. All right. So I'm going to show you something. Okay. So.
Okay, but let me tell you, the reason why I don't do salt.
Go ahead.
Is I do natural juicing, which comes from, and the juice, celery. That's natural salt in my body.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I don't do salt.
Girl, I can hug your neck right now. I swear to God, I can hug your neck. I can hug your neck. One thing that I'm big on, I'm big on juicing. I'm big on juicing. And I'm big on making smoothies. You know what I'm saying? I rarely eat breakfast. I rarely eat breakfast. God knows I rarely eat breakfast. So my breakfast is either fresh juice that I made from vegetables and fruits, or smoothies that I pretty much just fix up on the go when I'm dashing out of the house in the morning. So I would tell anybody, if you could just change your lifestyle up, especially from going to McDonald's and all these other little places, and implement some type of juice in your life, or even go visit some of these smoothie bars or whatever the case may be. And I would just say, get on the bandwagon, search some of these YouTubers out who are showing us how to juice, how to do smoothie recipes. Jump on their bandwagon, and I'm guaranteeing you, man, you will have a better way of life. I know. I'm telling you, I feel good. Caller, I can give you a big hug for that one. I swear I could.
You know what? One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And this is like a confirmation. Okay, so I was sitting here and I was watching the movie Blast from the Past, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the movie Blast from the Past. You remember that movie where he was trapped, where he thought a bomb came in 1961 and they were trapped down in the basement, or, you know. And the guy came up and said to him and said, "How old are you?" And he was like, "I'm 35. And I said, "You don't even look 35. And he said, "That's because I was eating my mom's cooking and I was down in the basement the whole time." It's not funny, but it was a confirmation that we need to start eating and cooking our own meal. We need to start juicing and cooking, growing our own food, and all that good stuff. But that's the last thing I have to say.
And I really appreciate you, though. I really do, because like I say, I put a post out on my community post, and I want to do a wellness, and I wanted to find out what days would be better days for folks to show it. And I'm going to do some Wellness Wednesdays. And I'm going to implement a lot of juicing and a lot of smoothies for these Wellness Wednesdays, along with other recipes that you could have without the high sodium or whatever the case may be. But I do want to show you a few things that will definitely be a benefit to you in your cooking. And I'm telling you right now, you would definitely change your mind about some of these seasonings. Before I end this video tonight or this live, I'm going to show you exactly these seasonings that I want you to even just try to purchase these, because I'm telling you, packed with flavor. When I say no salt, no HMOs, none of that bull crap that's in it. As far as sodium, you will not find it in these seasonings, and I guarantee you will love them. All right? So I want to say thank you so much for calling in. Caller, you are definitely a VIP Ray Mack's family member. I love you, because you told me just by listening to your voice, get on the ball. Smoothies and juicing, healthy eating is coming on Wellness Wednesdays. Thank you so much, caller. I really appreciate you. All right? And you have a blessed and wonderful day, okay? No, that was a good call right there. I really appreciate that caller. Yeah. Now, let's see. Back on topic, y'all. Now, did y'all hear what she said about the gloves? And not just what she said about the gloves, but with us being at home, you know what I'm saying, cooking at home, even on our own. She cooked for one person. Here in my home, I cook for one person. So I'm basically cooking for two. I used to cook for a handful of folk. Whew, thank you. And the numbers have dwindled down to two people. Boy, y'all don't know how happy I am about that one, though. But anyway, so even if you're cooking at home for one person, do you wear gloves? When you're cooking at home for 5 people, do you wear gloves? When you're cooking at home for 10 people, do you wear gloves? This is a great topic, y'all, and I'm just kind of glad that I'm able to sit here and have this topic. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open up the call line once again. I want to hear what other people have to say. So y'all see that number that's pinned it, all right? The 919 number that's pinned it. Go ahead and call that number. Come on, y'all. Let me hear what you have to say. Some people don't like the fact that, you know, if somebody's serving their food, let's see what they got to say. Hold on. Hey, thank you for calling in. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, cooking at Pam's place. Shut some more. Hello.
Hey, cooking with boy, look here, y'all. This lady right here don't need no
Can't
introduction.
hear anything.
She don't need no introduction. This is what I want you to do, please, Chef Pam. I want you to go ahead and please introduce yourself and tell the people how they can reach you on social media before we get into the discussion.
Okay.
You there?
Okay, I am Chef Pam, and you all can reach me on pretty much all social medias at Cooking at Pam's Place.
That's it, y'all. One word, Cooking with Pam Place. Y'all go ahead and follow this sister, man. I'm telling you right now, the sister can cook. She can throw down. Now, Pam live in another state, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I had the woman biscuits. I had the woman biscuits. We did a collaboration together, y'all. And she did some biscuits. And the next day, she had those biscuits sent here. And I bust them biscuits upside the head. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Them biscuits was off the daggone charts. Now, if y'all want to see that collaboration, please go ahead and check out Chef Pam and Ray Mack's collaboration. I guarantee you, man, you will definitely love that collaboration. She's a wonderful cook. Not only she's a wonderful cook, she's an awesome friend. So Chef Pam, with this discussion we're talking about with these here handlers wearing gloves and some not wearing gloves, please give me your wholehearted, honest opinion on handlers and gloves. Please go ahead. I'm listening. You still there?
Okay, I feel that if you are cooking for your immediate family, then there is probably no need for gloves because you're around them all the time. You're handling them all the time. So that's your immediate family. If you go outside of your immediate family, those that you do not live with and others, you need to put on some gloves. When you see me cooking, I'm literally cooking for two people, myself, my husband, maybe one of my children or something like that. They're grown and grown, but otherwise, you need your gloves on. When you're handling food of any kind for someone else.
That's right. That's right. Now, you hitting that on the head now. You hitting it on the head, Chef Pam. I like that. All right. Now, did y'all hear exactly what Chef Pam was saying? I want to know if you guys could hear her clearly. If you can hear her clearly, please say yes. I just need to know if you heard what she heard, what I've heard. That's it. If you can hear her clearly, please say yes. I just need to know. Now, Chef Pam, on the other hand, when you enter into a restaurant, do you expect the employees in that restaurant who are serving and handling your food, do you expect them to have gloves on?
Okay, now let's make one thing clear. I do not eat out, but on special occasion that I may be eating out, yes, I do.
And that's it. Nothing else to be said, right? That's my girl, Chef Pam.
They need to have gloves on. Absolutely.
There you go. So is there anything else you want to piggyback on as far as it goes with, you know, people wearing gloves or those who don't have gloves or whatever the case may be? Or do you want to give some advice to the people?
Well, you know, I heard you also talking about smoothies and things of that nature and juicing. I don't necessarily juice, but that's it's not because I don't like juicing. I'm lazy when it comes to cleaning my juicer. I'll admit that. But smoothies, I will make those. But when I make smoothies, they're all green smoothies. I don't put any additives in them. So, you know, I'd like for people to realize that, you know, you don't have to add a lot of extra things. You don't have to go and buy a smoothie thing. When I make my smoothies, pretty much, you know, I'm putting some kale in there, some celery, some cucumbers, maybe an avocado even sometimes, and I'll turn that into a smoothie, and the liquid that I'll use will be a tea. And I grow most of my herbs and a lot of my vegetables myself. So I'm putting those in my smoothies. You don't have to go out and buy the smoothie pack that have ingredients that we probably can't pronounce to make a smoothie.
Well, I have seen you in that garden on your videos, girl. You ain't playing about that garden in that backyard. I tell you the truth. I wish I had the green thumb, but my thumb is so black that mug ain't gonna do nothing outside. I hate getting out there pushing that lawnmower whenever. But you got that garden popping off out there, I swear to God. You doing your thing. You doing your thing, Chef Pam. And look, one of these days, maybe we could do a collaboration doing a smoothie recipe or something like that.
Let me tell you something. You don't... Sounds good to me. And I just want to say, you don't have to have a green thumb, because when you think about it, if you have any woods or anything around your house, around your neighborhood, it's something wild that's growing out there that's edible. Okay? So all you need to do is drop the seed and let nature take its course.
Okay. Look here, do you got anything on your channel that's showing beginners how to start a herb garden?
Oh yeah, I have plenty of that's on my other channel. Now that's not on Cooking at Pam's Place. That's on my other channel, which is Container Crops. And yes, I do.
All right, so I want you to please, if you're able to, tell the people what's your other YouTube channel so they can go check it out. Hopefully while they're over there, they can go ahead and subscribe to you as well. And definitely, man, that's something that we all need to get into. I need to get into, all right? And I do have a lot of space in my yard to where I could do some things like that. So tell us what's the name of your other YouTube channel.
My other channel is Container Crops, and I also just typed it in the chat.
There you go, my girl. So if y'all looking at Cooking at Pam's Place, it's Container Chops. That's the name of her other channel. Please go over there to Container Chops. Check her out, y'all. And I'm telling you, if you are having issues like me, I don't have the green thumb, and you want to start something that's new as far as growing herbs, growing vegetables, or whatever the case may be, so we can have a healthier way of life, and you want to try to do things at home, that would be one of the channels that you could go over and check out. All right. And the name of hers, again, is called Container Chops. Please go over there and check out her YouTube channel. With Chef Pam, you can't go wrong. Chef Pam, I really do mean we need to do another collaboration with a smoothie collaboration. Now, before I want to say thank you, my sister. I love you, and you're the greatest. Come on, let's stay connected. We can hit each other up on Instagram, and we can go back and forth, putting something together and see if we can do that collaboration, okay?
Thank you.
I love you, my sister. Now, y'all please go over there, man, and check out Container Chops, and then check out her channel as well, Cooking at Pam's Place. Great individual, man. Her energy, y'all, is real. I love her vibe. All right. And this is another channel I do want you guys to check out. All right. And the name of the channel is called Mesha's Corner. All right. Mesha's Corner. MESHA' Corner. All right. She has been doing some smoothies over there on her channel. She has been doing some healthier recipes over there on her channel. And if you want to find other recipes or whatever the case may be, go over there, man, and check out her channel. I guarantee you, you will not go wrong with her channel if you want to get new recipes or whatever the case may be. So the reason why I'm giving her the big shout out, because I have seen recently on a couple of her videos, she have been showing people how to have a healthier way of life by doing the smoothies and things like that. And I'm being honest as I could possibly be, y'all. The more vegetables and greens and fruits you can get in your life, the better off you will be. October the 4th, I stopped drinking alcohol and beer, whatever the case. Then I ended up, man, going back to the thing that I loved from the beginning, juicing and doing the smoothies. The only thing that I'm lacking is going back into the gym. They taking money out of my account for that gym, and I need to get my tail back in that gym. Whew. But here's my thing. I've lost some good weight off of me, y'all. I was weighing in at 223 pounds, and I weighed in yesterday at 208 pounds. I'm happy. You feel me? I'm happy. So it will definitely help you out with a lot of things. If you're having inflammation in your body, it'll help you out with that. If you're having some type of form of diabetes, at least give yourself a chance. If you're having a brain fog or brain funk, give yourself a chance. The more carrots you can put in your life, your brain will thank you for it. Your heart will definitely help you out a little bit. Some of us are having issues where we can't grow our fingernails and our skin is looking all terrible, whatever the case may be. Even you can have strong hair, but right now it's not doing anything for this one right here. But anyway, it's all about, man, having a healthier way of life, and that's just one way that you can definitely do it. Now, back to the topic at hand, that is these gloves, y'all. Y'all, you going into these restaurants, and these people ain't wearing gloves. They ain't making sure you safe. They ain't making sure they safe, or whatever the case may be. But before I get into the thick of things, let me hear from one more person. I want to hear from one more person. Before I go any further, I had to drop my gloves on the floor over there. I want to hear from one more person, man. Let me hear from one more, because I think I might go ahead and get this one going. Hey, thank you for calling Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Please introduce yourself. Let me grab my gloves.
Ray, banana fan of coffee.
Boy, that can't be my girl Booger. That can't be my girl Booger.
It is.
Lord have mercy. Y'all, look here. Before I say anything else, before I go any place else, let me tell y'all something right now. How many of you people that's listening to this here live right now own a air fryer? Please, y'all, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. How many of y'all own an air fryer right now? If you own an air fryer, put the letter A in the comment section right now. Put the letter A in the comment section. Matter of fact, I'm going to put my A up right now because I own an air fryer. Hold on. Let me put my letter A up. Hold on. Booger, I love you.
Oh, I love Ray.
Now, y'all put the letter A up, man, if you own an air fryer. Now, the reason why I say that is this. I have this wonderful, wonderful individual. When God made this woman, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Now, this woman right here is the air fryer queen of the world. Now, the reason why I'm calling her the air fryer queen of the world, because nobody out here can do this air fryer thing better. Booger, please introduce yourself.
Right, I love you. I wanted to. I just popped up on the phone
food told us he was wearing gloves, and I was like, oh my God, what are you talking about? I've been using an air fryer since 2000. That's when it first came out. So I know a little bit about it.
A little bit, Booger. A little bit. Okay. She ain't trying to do that, y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. This woman know everything about an air fryer. I ain't gonna sit here and joke with you. She can do dessert. She can do fish. She can do chicken. She can do macaroni and cheese. She can do whatever in the macaroni. I believe she put a boot in the air fryer. The daggone thing will come out looking like something, and I'll be willing to try it. I swear to God. If Booger put her hands on it, I won't. I'm telling you, the woman can do her thing in the air. Everybody that's out here cooking on the air fryer, I'm just saying this right now. This is the queen. This is the air fryer queen. I love this woman. Okay, Booger, these gloves, right? How do you feel about these gloves? People wearing gloves, handlers, food handlers. What is your opinion? Please tell me.
Okay, well, I just turned 55, so I'm a little fermented. Let's just wait. And I've worked in a few restaurants, and we never used gloves or anything like that. The first time I remember, I worked at a rec center on Biggs at Eglin Island, Long Island. And they made us wear a hairnet, but no gloves. So today, I think it's different today. Like, I would prefer people wearing gloves in a restaurant. Back then, but you could change it a few times a day, not just like one pair of gloves a day. That's how I feel.
You talking now, Booger. Let me tell you something. The thing I say, Booger, about people...
I mean, it's different. Like back then we were conscious about washing our hands and stuff like that. But I don't know, today it's like mind over matter thing, I guess, that people forget to do that. Well, not after this last year. People wash their hands more often, but I'm not wearing gloves when I'm cooking at home. I wash my hands often, stuff like that.
You telling the truth, though. You telling your truth, and I really thank you on that one, Booger. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm on this thing live now, having this discussion. Because here's my thing: instead of me just giving you my truth, I want to hear what everybody else's truth is. You know, and we learn one from another as far as it goes with the foodie world. If you're a foodie person, you learn one from another. You know what I mean? Some of us, we got our do's and we have our don'ts. We have our critics. We have our food police. And, you know, we have to do things that's going to protect other folk. We have to do the things right that's going to protect other folk. And there's protocol that comes with handling food. No matter what we think is right, even the things that we think is right is wrong. We've just got to figure out what is the best and the safest way of handling food so that we do not get nobody else out here sick for whatever reason. So that's one of the reasons why I'm having this here topic. And
well, I mean, who says he's a big issue? You know, the problem, you don't know what's going on in the back kitchen when you go out food.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. I need a notebook because y'all hitting these things on the daggone head, man. I should have had a pen and a piece of paper. I swear, you don't know what's going on in that back kitchen.
Comments, I guess, like, I get a lot of comments about my name. Like, nobody wants to eat food coming out of somebody that's called Booger.
I love you. I eat it, booger.
How do you know the person back there is wearing gloves or a hairnet or washing their hands or what their name is?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So,
man, you hitting that one dead on the head,
anyway,
booger.
I don't want to make this a long station. Ray, I love you. You're a beautiful person inside and out. You just keep being you.
I love you, sis. Let me tell you something right now. And you are that long time person, man. And no matter what, whether I see your name or if I see something like on your channel where you are live or even you doing these videos, it gives me joy. Because here's my thing. If we had at least 1,000 women who had that attitude, just like Booger, I think the YouTube community, the world, your city, or your state will be a better place. And that's the honest God truth. So Booger, I love you. I love you with all my heart, all my soul.
Ray. Stop it.
So
I'm menopausal.
But hey, let the truth be told, man. You're a good individual, and I thank God for you, Booger. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
I thank God for you, Ray. You're helping a lot of people out there. Okay?
Yeah, my girl.
You're speaking the truth, buddy.
I love you, Booger.
Love everyone. Bye-bye.
All right. Man, when I tell y'all that woman right there, man, can cook on that air fryer, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. She can cook anything that you want on that daggone air fryer. I swear to God. There's a lot of people, man, who put their hands on air fryers, such as myself. You understand what I'm saying? And when it comes to, there are a couple of people that's on YouTube that I would really go to look at as far as it goes with the air fryer recipes. And Booger is one of them. All right. She is definitely one of those. Booger, if you're in here, please put an X up on your name. Put an X up on your name so that people can go and screenshot the thing or whatever the case may be, man. And I'm hoping that they will go over to check you out. If you guys own the air fryer and you want to get a lot of recipes, let me just change that word a lot. If you want to get a hell of a lot of recipes, go over to her channel, man. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. There's somebody else up in here, man, the roadie to good cooking. That's another cooking female. That's another cooking female right there, boy. Look here, I put this woman up. I put Sister J up against any barbecue pit master that's out here. God almighty, y'all better stop. Now, that's another woman I would love to get input on as far as it goes with these here gloves on food handlers' hands. Now, if there's anybody else out there, man, I'm going to take one more call. If there's anybody else out there that would like to call in and give me your input, should food handlers wear these gloves or not? Give me your opinion. Hello, thank you for calling Ray Matt's Kitchen and Grill. Please, pretty please, introduce yourself.
T. McClary Cooks.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And what's your name again?
T. McClary Cooks.
Now, please go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. Please, pretty please.
Okay, so I'm a beginning YouTuber, and I use gloves sometimes in my home, cooking for my family of 5. But most of the time I don't, because I know who's in my house, who's coming in my house, and who's not my house.
You have a family of 5?
I do.
And what are some of the things, what's one of your favorite dishes that you love to cook? You said you're a new YouTuber, right?
Yes.
How long have you been on YouTube? I'm just all in your business right now. I'm all in your business.
So I've been on YouTube since August of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of my best dishes, or my favorite thing that I like to cook, is breakfast. So I deal with a a lot of home fries, eggs and veggies and stuff like that. And I'm really big on smothered meat, like low country cooking.
I like that word, low country. I like that. Where you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm actually from South Carolina.
You're right now. Please tell me you ain't Geechee.
I am.
You are, girl. Look here. I need to come over there to your channel. You got me squirming in my seat right now, Jesus. You got me squirming in my seat. Hold on, wait 1 minute. Let me go over here real quick. I'm gonna put this at. Now, give me the name of your YouTube channel again, please.
It's Team McClary Cooks.
You say T.
Start. MCC Team.
There you go, right there. I'm putting this up. Look here, y'all. I'm putting this in right now, man. Y'all, please go over here and check out. What's this? Team McClary Cooks. Y'all, please check her out. She's a newbie, and I don't mind. And I'm not scared. I will support anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you come from or what state you from. I don't care how, if you got 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs, 5 legs, if you ain't got no legs at all, I'm going to support whoever I want to support. Y'all, please do me a favor. After this live, screenshot, if you have your phone or whatever, if you got a pen and a piece of paper, write down Team McClary Cooks. Go over there and check it out. Before I get into this glove situation, I need to talk to you for a little bit. Mm-hmm. I got to talk to you for a little bit.
Yeah.
South Carolina. Now, I've been looking at some Geechee recipes. Now, if I'm saying it wrong or it might sound offensive when I say Geechee, please give me the correct term. Because I want to be politically correct.
Oh no, you're good. It's Geechee, but I'm actually Geechee Gullah.
Gully, what? Do you have the language too?
I do. You hear it mostly when I get mad.
God almighty, girl, let me tell you something. You better come on here. What's your favorite Geechee recipe? Talk to me.
So I like to get down with that red beans and rice with the sausage and shrimp in it.
You talking.
Along with some fried fish and shrimp on the side. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah, that is how y'all do it. I'm running to South Carolina, I swear to God. I'm running to South Carolina. If y'all never had Geechee food before, man, I'm telling y'all something right now. Okay, when you think of like New Orleans, when you think of like, how can I say it? The Cajun and the Creole, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little cross between the two, but then it has its own little swag. South Carolina, man, in the Geechee community, they have their own little swag, and I'm a fan. Listen to what I'm telling you right now. I'm a fan of y'all. Y'all hear me? I'm a fan. Okay, enough of that. You got me excited. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You got to also get on that shrimp and grits too.
Look, you got me excited. If there was ever time, if I ever knew anybody that lived in South Carolina who was from the Geechee community and they was going to have a feast gathering, I get in my car and I'm gone. Cause down there, you're going to have a good time. You're going to eat. You're going to have some good time. Them people will welcome you with open arms. Yes, Lord. Okay, enough of that. You got me excited.
There's something wrong with you.
Huh? You got me excited. Okay, back to the gloves. Tell me something right now. What do you think? What do you think of your opinion about food handlers and gloves? Please tell me something. What do you think?
Well, personally, I had to stop going to restaurants and stuff because I had someone fix my food with gloves on, then took my money with the same gloves. Mm-hmm. And at that point, I was like, no, I need a refund because you just took my money and handled my food at the same time. So I'm going to need a refund because you just handled dirty money with the same glove that you're handling food with.
Mm-hmm.
Did not try to change them, none of that stuff. So I decided to start doing my own thing at home. And very seldom you'll see me on my channel using gloves, depending on what I'm mixing up, because I love my hands as my spoons. They're the stirrers in the world. So you'll see me using gloves, at times on my channel, but most of the times I don't use it at home.
Now, when you're at home and you say you're cooking for 5 people?
Yes, 5 people.
Now, let me say this to you. You don't cook a little food when you're cooking for 5 people. Because if you're cooking for 5 people, you got to cook a lot of food. And that food got to last you for today and tomorrow. So you got a job. You got a job. I know you got a job. And I'm so thankful that I'm not in that position where you're in right now. I shouldn't even talk like that, man, because they'll be back. They'll be back. I swear they'll be back. All my kids is gone.
Sometimes I end up cooking for more than people, depending on who's coming over. And if I have family members that's looking for my channel, I got somebody calling back home. So my numbers could easily jump from 5 to 10 real quick.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I tell you what. Listening to you right now has been a pleasure. With you telling me exactly where you come from, South Carolina. I love South Carolina just as I love North Carolina. And when you say you come from the Geechee community, man, and I'm going to be totally honest with you, out of all the places in South Carolina, I would love to be in just that community alone, just to have that food experience. You know what I'm saying? Just for that food experience. And a lot of people don't understand that language when it comes to the is it gully? Is that right? Gullah. A lot of people don't understand that language, and I'm telling you something right now. I love hearing it. I'm fascinated with it. I am. And I just want to tell you, thank you so much for even showing up. And before we even go, again, the name of her channel, y'all, I need y'all to please, man, pretty please. Let me see. I need y'all to pretty please. Go and check out Team McClure Cooks, all right? All right, please, y'all. I'm begging y'all right now, if you can, screenshot, write this down, and let's support this sister. And I'm going to go over there, man, and try my best to see what she's cooking up. And I'm going to share her recipe on my community channel, because I'm not ashamed to share people's creations on my community tab, on my community post. I'm not beneath all of that. Some of us, man, in the YouTube streets act as if we promote somebody else, then that's a carnal sin. If it's a carnal sin for you to promote somebody else, then so be it. I'm going to support as long as God give me breath. All right. So my sister, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in with us and giving us your input, dealing with the food handlers and their gloves. And I've heard exactly what you said. Handling money and food just don't go together. All right. And hopefully I pray
I want to
that.
Thank you.
Huh?
I want to thank you for introducing me to the Gourmet Collection seasoning line from Ross.
Ooh.
I've been using it ever since you put it out there.
Ross is the boss. Ross is the boss. Whatever you do, if you stick around at night, and I'm going to try to close this out because let me tell you something. I'm going to show you some more spices, okay? Spice collection. And I'm serious about this here spice collection because I kind of feel bad, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm feeling bad when I show you these spices. So I'm gonna show them in the next 15 minutes, which means I'm about to get off this thing in the next 15 minutes. But if you could, just please stick around, and I'll show you where you can find these spices. And I'm not sitting here trying to get you to buy anything. I'm just telling you that these spices they worth it, you know. And if you want to have some good tasting food without the high content of salt and the HMOs and all the other kind of stuff in it, I know you will love these particular spice brands, okay? But that Ross seasoning, Ross is the boss. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Hey, go to Ross, go to TJ Maxx, go to Kohl's, go somewhere. Find you some of them collections up in man. Ross ain't no joke when it comes down to their spices, y'all. I'm telling you. All right. Thank you, my sister. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And you'll definitely see more of me on your channel. That's the honest truth. I'm supporting. So you got the Geechee recipes. I've been waiting on that, girl. Thank you. I swear to God. I swear to God. All right, y'all. So this is what I'm going to do, because I'm finna get up off of here. I'm going to take one more. But before I take one more, let me do this, because Booger done blessed me. She say, love you, Ray Banana. That's my baby. Sorry for the audio glitches. That's all right. You good, Booger. You good. Happy New Year. Let me say this. Give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, runneth over with the same measure ye meet, shall be measured unto you again. And Booger, I pray that whatever you and your husband need in life, I want both of you guys, man, to continue to hold hands, lock up together, because there is no separating the two. What God has put together, let no man put asunder. I'm saying this to you, Booger, because I do know, for one, that you are a genuine person. Your heart is real, and I thank you so much for being so genuine. Everyone who you come across, Booger, they will see the genuineness in you, if that is a word. They will see the realness in you. They will see the authenticness in you. They will just see the real Booger. And from there, whatever they got going on inside them, it will cause a quick release. I'm serious. I love you, girl. God, I told Mike I love Booger. I love Booger. I swear to God, I love her. All right, so I'm going to take one more phone call, y'all, and this will be it. And then after that last phone call, I want to show y'all these spices, okay? And from there, I'm going to give you my opinion, and it's going to be a short one when it's dealing with these gloves and food handlers or whatever the case may be. And we've heard from some exciting people. I was going to go ahead, man, and delete this thing, but I think I'm going to keep this up, because hopefully this might be the spark of a new thing. All right. So maybe we can continue to keep this thing going and flowing just like it is. Who knows, man? Something good is going to come out of this. So if there is one more person, hey, 7100, how you doing? What's going on? If there is one more person, man, who want to go ahead and give a chime in or give a phone call, the number is pinned right here on this here community comment section. Just go ahead and call that number 919, and then from there, that'll be the last phone call. And we are talking about the topic of food handlers wearing gloves. How do you feel? Do you think they should? And if you think they should, why? How do you feel about those who are handling your food when they're not wearing gloves? Tell me something right now. Anyway, so with that being said, if we don't have another, let me go ahead and I'm going to give it about 2 minutes. But while we're waiting, let me do this. Let me run and get this packet real quick, and I'm explain to y'all and tell y'all a little bit about this, and then we're gonna close this out. Don't go nowhere. You better not go nowhere. I'll be back. All right, my family. Here we go. I'm back. All right. So this is what I want to show you guys. Bam. All right. You pop it open. And now for the second caller, that called in. I want you to see these spices. And I'm hoping that these spices would, you could go and do some homework. You could do research on them. They do have a website. And I'm going to direct you where the website is at. You can go check them out. You can read up on these spices. You can read up on the owners or whatever the case may be. And for the owners or the creators of these here spices, they are beautiful people, man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful people. I've been dealing with them, man, for many years right now. And if it had not been for them, you understand what I'm saying? They are part of the success of my YouTube channel. Okay. And I have been using these spices, man, for so long. But let me just tell y'all this right quick. I kind of feel guilty, if y'all here. I kind of feel guilty because I feel like, I've cheated on them. If that I do, I kind of feel guilty like I done cheated on them and I done did something so horrible. But I just want to say, please forgive me. I'm coming back. Would you take me back? Would you have me back? This is how I feel when it comes down to the spices. I love my spices, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been married to these spices for a long time. If y'all know which spices I'm about to talk about, please comment in the comment section without me even showing them to you right now. I just want to see if you watch my channel. Some of y'all probably don't even watch my videos, but it's all right. If you know what spices I'm talking about, that I've been married to these spices. I ain't talking about the collection, I'm talking about Ross. No, it's not Ross. I just want to put that out there right now. But I have been married to these spices for a long time. If you can't get it in the next minute, I'm going to go ahead, man, and show them to you and tell you about them real quick. Then I'm going to give you my wholehearted opinion about these gloves, and then we're going to end that whole thing up. So let's go ahead right now. Let me go ahead and show you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I miss you, baby. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Where you been? I miss you. Where you been? God knows I miss you. God told me, yes, I miss you. Okay, so here we go. Check this one out. These are the spices right here, y'all. Let me see what we got. Do spices go bad? Because supported so many people. It's been 2 years now. Do spices go bad? That is a definitely yes. Spices do go bad. It all depends on where you store your spices. It all depends, man, how old your spices are. I hate to say this, man, but some people probably got some spices in their cabinets right now that they didn't probably had 10 years ago. Some people probably got some spices in their cabinets right now that's about 7 years old. Your child is 5 years old. Why is your spices older than your child? Y'all listen to me. Listen, your child is 10 years old. Why do you have spices that's 15 years old? Your spices is older than your kids. Come on, man. Stop that. Go in your cabinet. If you see something in there that's like clumpified and it look like it ain't got no life to it, you know what I'm saying? Just let it go. You let it go. Just let it go. I mean, seriously, just restock your cabinets. Just chunk things in the trash. We can become spice hoarders. Yes, we can. We can become spice hoarders. Chunk some stuff, y'all, and just start fresh. That's it. You know what I mean? I got to tell it to you. I got to be honest. You asked me a question. Can spices go bad? Yeah, spices can go bad. You know what I'm saying? Either they can expire for a period of time. If you're not storing them in the proper area or whatever the case may be, man, they can lose its flavor and you just won't have no excitement out of it. I mean, just like barbecue seasoning for I'm just using barbecue seasoning for an example, right? Say, for instance, if you got some barbecue seasoning that's in your cabinet and it's been in there for like, not exaggerating, y'all, I'm just being honest. If it's been in there for like 2 years, 3 years, it's not gonna be the exact same as you first bought it. You feel me? And the taste is not going to be the same. And it can ruin your recipe. It can ruin your meat. You know what I'm saying? And just to be honest, so there's nothing wrong with going into your cabinets and just saying to yourself, hey, yo, this is old, man. I ain't used this in God knows when. Let me just get rid of it. And for the stuff that you already have, like right now, go ahead and try to use it. Another thing that you can do with some of the spices that you have, go and find yourself some recipes like for Cajun seasoning. Hey, use your smallest or unused or almost to the bottom seasonings up to create other seasonings. Do you an Italian seasoning or something like that? You know what I mean? Go and try to find you a recipe for Asian spices, or just come up with something. You know what I mean? Go do a pork seasoning out of the spices that you have in your cabinets. At least that way you can clear out some of the bottles or the containers that's in your cabinets that don't need to be there anymore because they're older than your kids. But anyway, somebody say, let's see, Spain's. Yeah, Hub. Who that? Hoover Cat. Yeah, you right on the head with it. 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 I don't know if you can get a glimpse at it. Let me get a glimpse. Right there. Spain spices right there. Spain spices. That's my thing. I have been on Spain spices is my junk, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I feel as if that I've neglected them, and I just want to look at the spices. I'm not talking to the company. I'm sorry. I love the company, but I'm not talking to the company. I just want to tell the spices that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for mistreating you. I'm sorry for putting other spices in front of you. I swear I would never do it again as long as I have blood in my face. I will not put anything before you again. Spain spices. I love you guys. Lemon pepper, I'm sorry. All in one season, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Red onion powder, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. And the one that I do love so much is that garlic and herb seasoning. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I won't do it again. I won't do it. But anyway, now, I love Spain spices, y'all. They have always been my go-to seasoning. And whenever I do some up-and-coming videos, I'm putting them back in my life because I need them, y'all. This garlic, see if I can get up here. Yeah. Maybe it's the light. It's light bright. But this right here, man, is some garlic and herb seasoning. Now, first off, before I get into this, let me do this real quick. For the Oracle 313, give and it shall be given unto you, good measures pressed down, shaken together, runneth over, with the same measure ye meet shall be measured unto you again. Now, with that O that's on that Oracle, with that O that's on there, right? I want you to understand what I'm about to say to you real quick, because if you stay connected, because there's nothing that can be broken in your life unless you allow something to come into your life to break you. Don't allow nothing to break you. Stay connected. Stay connected to yourself. Stay connected to your family. If you are a faith believer, please stay connected. Don't let nothing come in your life that's going to disconnect you from what you believe in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay connected. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't let nothing come to try to separate you from the love of God, if you believe. All right. Whew, gave me chills on that one. Okay. So this is what you can do. If you want to know anything about Spain spices, do me a favor and go to www.spainspices.com. I'm definitely going to put a link up on this thing, man. Matter of fact, let me see if I can type this in for you real quick. Just bear with me, y'all, and I'm finna hurry up and tell you about these gloves, and I'm out of here. SpainSpices.com. All right, bam, hit that. And I'm telling y'all something right now, man. I love Spain spices, man. This has always been my go-to. And I'm going to tell you, this is what I got. This is all-in-one seasoning. All right. Love this stuff. All-in-one seasoning. And I'm talking about flavoring your food. This is what it does. It flavors your food. This is one of their new lines, which is the red onion powder. Red onion powder. I love this stuff, y'all. I'm telling you right now. I love that stuff. All right. I love it. I love it. And this is the lemon pepper seasonings. There's 2 lemon pepper seasonings that I like. Spain Spice is number 1. And then Mesha from Mesha's Corner. She makes a lemon pepper seasoning as well. And hers is definitely good. And I'm going to break this down to y'all real quick. So lemon pepper seasoning from Spain Spices. And this is like one of my go-tos, my garlic and herb seasoning. I just love Spain Spices, lemon, garlic, and herb seasoning. And of course, always, man, I dang near put this junk on everything. This spicy seasoning, everything I almost put this stuff on. No lie, y'all, seriously. And the last but not least is this sweet basil. I haven't seen too many people make sweet basil seasoning. Sweet basil. I love this, baby. Telling you, man, I love this. Now, let me tell y'all something about these here spices. The first thing y'all would say, ooh, since it's spicy, it got a lot of salt in it or whatever. Well, breaking it down to you, is gluten-free. No, let me say it again, N-O, no MSG, no GMO, and no sugar. All natural. This is all natural. Let me break it down to you one more time so you can understand what I'm saying. For those of you who want to eat healthy, now if I go and give you that Louisiana Cajun seasoning, she full of sodium. She packed with sodium. I'm telling you right now, she loaded with sodium. If you use this, you can dump how much you want, and I guarantee you, you will not have that saltiness in your dishes. Anybody who wants to eat healthy, if you're a diabetic, if you have hypertension, you know what I'm saying? If you have any type of health issues, even if you don't have no health issues and you just want your food to taste good and you don't want all that added bull crap in your seasonings, check out Spain Spices. All right. Once again, it's gluten-free, no MSG, and no GMOs, and no sugar. And I'm telling you, man, I stand by this 100,015 to the third power percent. All right, I do, man. I do stand by that. For real, for real. And all of these seasonings, man, that they do have, man, like the garlic and herb seasoning is the same thing. It's gluten-free, no MSG, no GMOs, and no sugar. And I stand behind all their products, 150,000 to the third power percent. All right, I'm serious, y'all. So if you want to try some good seasonings and you want to eat healthy and you can still make a lot of good old healthy dishes and you don't have to worry about a lot of sodium, a lot of these nitrates and everything else that's in your seasonings, hey, man, check out Spain Spices. And I'm not trying to sit here and sell you something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, you won't go wrong with this one right here, baby. And I'm putting them back. I've been cheating on them, man. I swear to God I have. But they back. They back in my life. They back in my life. I love them. All right. Now, so let me see. Elton, what's going on, Elton? How you feeling, bruh? How you feeling? And I thank y'all, man, for y'all that gave. Booger, I thank you thank you because you gave. Oracle, thank you because you gave. And man, I just hope, man, that good things come y'all way, man. I really do believe that. You know what I'm saying? But now, here's my opinion when it's dealing with these gloves. For those of y'all that called in, y'all was spot on. Want nobody wrong. Y'all were spot on when talking about food handling, people handling these gloves. A lot of times when we go into restaurants, we do see the employees, they're wearing the gloves, you know what I'm saying? They're prepping up our food, they're touching our food, whether it be sandwiches, whether it be veggies or whatever the case may be, and they're using these gloves, but then they're touching other little things or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So you can still contaminate food even if you have gloves on. And I've done a video. I don't think that I'm going to put the video up, but I've done a video, and I was going to talk about this topic later. But in that video, I say, come on, y'all, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about gloves. And in that video, I had the gloves on, and I'm doing all kind of things in that video, and I had my gloves on. And I do know if some of y'all who are foodies, and if you would have seen me in that video doing things with these gloves, y'all have been like, oh, I would have got some crazy comments then. I'm serious. I'm still thinking about putting up that video. No lie, y'all. But this is the reason why I'm having this conversation, because in the video I'm saying that, and at the same token I got my hands all in the camera with gloves on, doing this and doing that. So really, when we go to restaurants, we don't know what these people are doing. Sometimes, man, when we go to restaurants, we'll walk into the door, somebody is quick to meet us, and they'll sit us down in a chair, and they give us a menu, and we just order whatever's on the menu. And don't you hate it when you look at a menu and something looks so daggone good, you be like, oh, I want that. That's what I want. But then when you order it and it come to you, it don't look like that you ordered on the menu. You be like, well, what happened? I mean, look at this picture, look at this plate, look at this picture, look at this plate. It's not the same thing. But anyway, make a long story short, if you want something that's going to look similar to what you got, go to IHOP. Okay, another chapter. So when you're sitting at that table, you don't know what's going on in the kitchen area. You see, a lot of people can have gloves on or whatever the case may be. And like you say, they'll probably just handle your food with the gloves on, then go grab a mop because they just spilled something on the floor and they scrubbing that mop with the gloves on. And then somebody say, hey, go over there and grab me a roll or something like that so I can put it on the fix a chicken sandwich. You'll put down the mop and grab the roll with the gloves on. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, every time, man, if you're in a restaurant, working in a restaurant, these supposed to be one-time uses. You can't use these things for everything. You can't use them for everything. Some people, man, when they go in there, they handle meat, raw meat, and they got gloves on. They want to go ahead and handle the meat, and then they want to take the gloves off and then go do something else, and then they want to come back, slip the same gloves on that they didn't touch the raw meat with, put them right back on their hands, and go and handle something else. Or they might want to just go take the gloves, handle raw meat, go to a sink, and put some dish detergent on the gloves with their hands in them, wipe them down in the sink, and then go back and try to handle your food and everything else, thinking that they didn't clean that. Well, their hands are still clean as long as they don't have to touch the meat. You understand what I'm saying? See, we sit back and we say, well, other people. Now, how many of you guys really watch Gordon Ramsay on YouTube? How many of y'all watch Gordon Ramsay? I'm just saying, if you watch Gordon Ramsay, put an X up right now. Put an X up. It's 54 people here right now. How many of you guys on YouTube right now watch Gordon Ramsay? I'm going to wait and see what you guys say. All right. That defeats the purpose. Tiffany say that defeats the purpose. How many of y'all watch Gordon Ramsay? Shout out to IHOP. Yes, what's that? You better say it, boy. You better say it. IHOP, bro. I've been busting the morals wide open. IHOP be making their stuff look so daggone good. So That's one X. All right, you watch Gordon Ramsay. A lot of us probably don't know who Gordon Ramsay is. Well, Gordon Ramsay is the one who is the creator of Hell's Kitchen. You understand? I went to Las Vegas and I seen Hell's Kitchen, and I thought it was an awesome place. Not only did I see Hell's Kitchen, I stayed at the Venetian hotel, and they had so many extravagant restaurants, and I was like floored. You know what I mean? And they some high-end restaurants. My money can't afford them things. You understand? But they was extravagant restaurants. If you watch Gordon Ramsay on YouTube, Gordon Ramsay does not put gloves on his hands. He do not cook at all. He just shows you what he's doing on YouTube, and that's a wrap. When you watch Gordon Ramsay, even on the television show, here's my question. Do we handle food with gloves on? And how many people is Gordon Ramsay cooking for? But here's my thing, though. Excuse me. When you see people like that, they got to be at a position, they're in a position to where cleanliness is everything. Everything. Even if you don't have gloves on, cleanliness is everything. Everything. So versus us, when we go to restaurants and we see employees, they got gloves on. Some of them can still go to the bathroom with the glove on, do whatever they have to do in the bathroom. They come right back to the kitchen with the gloves on after they done left the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? And go to the sink and probably still just wash the glove, leave the glove on their hand, and still go back there and handle your food. I'm just saying. You understand? Things like that can happen. Even when we are at home. Listen, y'all, even when we're at home and we're putting these gloves on our hands, a lot of people can't sit here and say that they just use gloves one time when they'll sit back and handle this and handle that, take the glove off, put the glove over yonder, and then when it comes down to them touching more food or more meat, what they do, they go and they get the glove and they blow inside of it to expand the glove and slide it right on their hands again, versus using that glove one time, throwing that glove in the trash. Now, I'm just saying, y'all, this is reality. We live in a real world. We live in a real world where things like this do take place. So, here's another one. You got these rubber gloves on, and the glove just somehow just cracks at the tip or slices at the side of it or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And you're still handling food and all this other kind of stuff. How are you still protecting yourself if the glove has a puncture in it or a split in it or whatever? How are you still protecting yourself? Now, I don't know how many of you have ever experienced food poisoning in your whole life. Let me be the first one to say it. It is not a pretty thing. Oh, my God. Having food poisoning is not a pretty thing at all, y'all. I'm being honest as I could possibly be, man. How many of y'all really? I told y'all I'm going to ask questions, and all you got to do is put a letter down there or something if you hear me. How many of you guys have ever in your whole entire adulthood have ever had food poisoning? How comfortable were you when you had food poisoning? Now, I know you're probably, throwing up out of one end and you're defecating out of the other end all at the same time. And you thought that this might be the day where you go see Jesus and, you went to the emergency room and the doctors told you, man, hey, there's nothing that we can do. You got to go home and just wing it off and hope and pray for the best. There's nothing that they can do. Come on, somebody. Hey, Patient Warden is in the building. My boy, Patient Warden is in the building. Look here, y'all, before I go any further, this is what I want y'all to do. Check this dude out right here. Patient Warden. I want y'all to check out Patient Warden. And when I tell y'all that this dude can cook his off, he's a pastry chef. I can't tell his story. But if you go over to his YouTube channel, okay, the Pastry Ward, and reloaded. That's Patriot Award and reloaded. That reloaded means something. He's starting something new. The old is gone. The new is about to take place, and I'm excited for this brother. Now, this dude is legit. And I say he's legit. In order to find out what Patriot Award or who this dude really is, you need to go over to his channel. Go check him out, man. And subscribe to his channel. Check him out. Woo. Bruh, good seeing you, bruh. Good seeing you, man. Mad respect to you too, Chef. Boy, you a bad dude, boy. You a bad dude. All right. So, like we say, even dealing with, these gloves, man, if you ever had food poisoning, man, food poisoning will break you down, man. It'll leave you in a place to where you just wishing that you was dang near about ready to die. The only way that I thought, listen, I'm giving y'all my truth, because y'all don't mind me telling my truth, right? I had food poisoning, and not just me. It was a few more family members and we had food poisoning, but we ended up getting it from, I hate to say this, Little Caesar, putting that food in that daggone warmer and all that junk with that cardboard. Little Caesar, we got food poisoning from Little Caesar. I ain't never ate that no more again after that, man. I swear to God. And man, my bones was aching, my joints was aching. I'm throwing up from the mouth. I'm defecating out of my tail hole. I'm just being honest. I'm giving y'all my truth. And I was hurting so bad, man. And I mean, trying to take a painkiller, man, not none of that illegal stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But trying to relieve the pain and all this other kind of stuff. Had a family member go to the emergency room, and they were sent back home because the doctor said, "Hey, it has to wing yourself off," or whatever the case may be. Now I'm like, wow, it ain't no use of me going to the emergency room because they're going to tell me the exact same thing. The whole thing of it is, man, is food safety. Understanding food safety. That's the whole matter. You don't want to get nobody sick. And I do have a remedy for those of y'all who ever experience food poisoning. If you ever experience food poisoning in your life, go through the first stages of puking your guts out and go through the second stages of cramping up your gut by emptying out everything into the toilet. And it's going to happen to where you're going to have a trash can in front of you. Along with that, you're going to be sitting at the toilet at the same time, and it's going to come out of both ends. I'm just giving y'all something, a little hint right now. This is a tip for anybody who experience food poisoning. If you have a family member, and I'm not no promoter of this whatsoever, or the case may be, I'm not trying to promote anything that's illegal. In some of these states, it is legal, but I'm not trying to promote anything that's illegal. But if you do have experience food poisoning, go find you a cousin, a brother, auntie, or uncle, whoever's selling weed, and buy you a big bag of it, because you got to smoke a lot of daggone dope and pray to God that this sickness will get up off of you. I'm serious as a mother. You better go buy you a big bag of dope, because you're going to need something, boy. You're going to need something, because that medicine ain't going to get it off of you. Anyway, long story short, I'll stop messing around with y'all, man. I'll stop messing around. All in all, there's nothing wrong, man, with wearing gloves, protecting your hands, and stuff like that. A lot of YouTubers, we do this, man, because we do have a lot of critics that's on YouTube. And these food police on YouTube, they real, y'all. It's nothing fake about the food police. Now, let me share with y'all an experience of why I wear these gloves all the time, almost, when I do YouTube videos. And just to show you something too, man, I have a few boxes of gloves, right? And I like keeping boxes of gloves on deck, because not only do I just wear them for YouTube, I do other things that's outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And you've got to get into position to where you just can't wear these gloves and multitask all the time with just one pair of gloves. You got to learn how to handle something, take your gloves off and reuse another pair of gloves and stuff like that, because you want to keep the people around you safe, the people who you're serving safe, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So I use the gloves for various of reasons. But as far as it goes with YouTube, now I've worked in a garage, and I still work in a automotive garage. I've been doing automotive work now for well over 30 years. That tell you how long I've been in the garage. I've been on my job, my current job, for well over 25 years. That tell you right now how long I've been doing this thing, working on cars, changing oil, taking tires off, and everything else. You understand what I'm saying? You will get people, man, who are critics when they look at your hands. If you can see my hands, you know what I'm saying? You can see my hands, and they be like, oh, they be like, look at his nails. People be like, look at his nails. They so nasty. And man, I be like, Lord, here we go again, y'all. I did a video, and I'm talking like this video have to be 4 years old, 5 years old, some years old. It's an old video. I mean, it's old. And the video is when I did this double burger, and I can't get the name of it, but it was a double burger. And matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find that video and post the link in the description of this here live, because I'm gonna keep this live up. I was gonna get rid of it, but I'm gonna keep this live up. So I posted that video, and in the beginning of that video, I had to pretty much explain why my nails looked as if they was dirty, right? And you had these people that would make comments. I would never eat that food with those dirty nails. How can you sit there and prepare food with dirty nails and blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, man, let me explain why I have these stained skin in the nails. Now, on my job, I do have gloves. We have access to gloves. Whew, long story. I had to sit there in that video and explain to the individual, hey, I'm a mechanic. I work at a auto shop, and this is my livelihood. And normally when we work at an auto shop, your hands are the first thing that will get dirty. And try to explain that or whatever the case may be. And then as the years go by, you still got the food police commenting about these dirty nails. It got to a point to where I said to myself, Ray, stop explaining yourself and just delete the comments. Then I said to myself, you know what, Ray? Forget it, man. Just go ahead and wear the gloves. This is one reason why I wear gloves on YouTube. Somebody asked me previously here lately, they say, hey, man, why do you wear gloves on your YouTube channel when you're just cooking for you and your family? If you're cooking for you and your family, man, hey, you don't have to wear gloves. Just make sure that whatever you do at home, protect your family from any type of bacteria or whatever the case may be, man. Making sure that you wipe down your counters, sanitize your counters, sanitize your dishes, sanitize your pots. You know what I'm saying? And if you do end up, having to touch poultry or whatever the case may be with your bare hands, make sure you scrub your hands real good and give them a Clorox soaking. You know what I mean? Keep Clorox nearby. Keep Clorox in the cabinets in your kitchen. Use that Clorox. Use that bleach. You know what I mean? Put bleach inside your dishwashing, in your dishwater. You know what I mean? Whatever you're washing your dishes in the sink or whatever like that, man, keep it nearby. And just pretty much, man, here's another thing. A lot of us, man, we love washing meat in our sinks. Cross-contamination. Listen, We love washing meats in our sinks, cross-contamination. If you want to avoid cross-contamination in your sink, because here's the reason why I say that. Say, for instance, if you have two sinks, all of us got the two sinks. You put your meat over here in your sink, and then over here you got some dishes that's in the other sink that's clean. And then time you cut that faucet on, and remember, you're touching everything with your hands. You cut the water on in your faucet, that water splatters. And when it splatters, it goes from the meat to the counter, the meat to the clean dishes or whatever. So there is a chance that you can and you will cross-contaminate. Just think about it. If you have to wash your meat, do you some justice either getting you a nice size bowl or a deep pot, fill it up with some water, and just clean it inside the pot or the bowl or whatever the case may be. If you have a cutting board, a lot of times you'll see in my videos, my meat is going to be on a red cutting board. And if I'm having to slice my veggies or something like that, it's on another cutting board. I never, ever put my meat on any other type of cutting board other than that red cutting board. When I'm tired of that red cutting board, I will go out and buy me another cutting board that's designated just for raw meat alone. Do not try to use a cutting board to where you are, either preparing meat on, and then you turn around and you try to wash it off and then go and cut either vegetables or fruit on that board. That's a big, huge no-no. Don't do that, y'all. Please, I'm begging you, do not do that at all. So we could also, sit at home and go on the computer, go onto the internet, try to learn food safety as far as it goes with us home cooks. There is things that we have to learn as well so we can keep our family safe, you know what I'm saying, from all kinds of sicknesses or whatever the case may be. And if you're going to cook for a group of people, you know what I mean, also, do the exact same thing. If I'm cooking outside and if I'm grilling, on the outside, I will make sure that I will have a setup, you know what I mean, to where I could wash utensils and stuff outside with soapy water. I will make sure, that I have a cooler on hand full of ice, because if there is food that must be chilled all the time, I would have it sitting in that cooler, whatever the case may be, man. I will also make sure that I have a box of gloves on deck or whatever. Not trying to sit back and say, that I practice all safety, but I got to practice this because I don't want people sick. And this is what we all could do. Now, I done joked on certain things tonight, but one thing that I do not want to joke on, is food safety. I don't think food safety is something to be joked about, and we've got to look out. We've got to look out for other folks when we're dealing with food. You know what I'm saying? We've got to do that, y'all, first and foremost. And here's another tip. Even when it comes to washing meat, and some people might say, hey, I'm not eating at your house. Why? Because you don't wash your meat. You don't clean your chicken. You don't clean your pork chop. You don't do da-da-da-da this. You don't do da-da-da-da that. Okay, we get that. You know what I'm saying? I would always say, if you're dealing with poultry or whatever the case may be, anytime you're dealing with food that comes from a grocery store, go ahead and just take the time, to try to clean it, because you can have shards of bone fragments that's on that meat or whatever the case may be, some impurities that's on the meat. And hey, just get in the kitchen and try to learn how to trim your chicken from excess skin, excess fat, or whatever the case may be, Try to go the extra mile to make sure that your protein preparation is on point. You know what I mean? And in some cases, it is true that you do not have to wash your meat. Now, I know somebody's saying, did he just say that? Did he just say you ain't got to wash your meat? Yes, I did say that. I said in some cases, it is true that you don't have to wash your meat. How many people now? I'm not trying to say everybody, but let's just see how many people go to the grocery store, and get a pack of hot dogs, and you're going to throw them in the grill, and all of a sudden, or you might just throw them in a pot to make you, a couple of hot dogs, chili dogs, whatever like that. And you open them up and you just throw them in the pot. Or you just open them up and you just throw them in the grill. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand something too. Those hot dogs come from a processing plant. You don't wash them. Same thing goes for hamburger. Oh, same things go for hamburger. I just stepped on somebody's toes with that one. I didn't mess somebody up with that one. Same thing goes with hamburger. We probably got 2 people in the building who claim they wash their hamburger. We probably got 2 people that's in here right now. I done had this discussion, man, a year ago or something like that. We probably got 2 people in here who claim, hey, I don't know about you, fella, but I wash my hamburger. Yes, it is so nasty that you don't wash your hamburger. Oh, come on, bro. You mean to tell me you take the time out to actually clean your hamburger? Really, though? You do that? See, that's when I sit back and I say to myself, man, matter of fact, let me ask this question. There's 57 people here now. How many of y'all really clean your hamburger? You clean your chicken, you clean your pork chop, and I mean, you take lemons and you scrub that sucker down with everything, and you put all that you do put in your water to clean your chicken, your pork chop, and your steaks and all that. But how many of y'all really do wash your hamburgers? How many? If you wash your hamburgers, well, if you don't wash your you ain't gonna tell me the truth if you wanted to. Just tell me, man, if you clean your hamburgers or if you don't clean your hamburgers, man, say I. Hit an I right now. Hit an I. If you don't clean your hamburgers before cooking them, hit I. Be true. Let me be the first one. Let me be truthful, y'all. I just want y'all to be truthful with me. That's all. Be truthful. Hit an I right there, like that. Like that, right there. Like I just did. If you don't wash your hamburgers, put an I in the comment section right now. I don't wash my hamburgers. I don't wash my hamburgers. I don't wash my hamburgers. My hamburger's just dirty. At least y'all be honest, man. I can hug y'all honest people. I can hug y'all, man. I can hug y'all. And Oracle say I boil the blood out. You boil the blood out. Ooh. Who washes hamburger? I don't know. Who washes hamburger? I don't know how many people here wash their hamburger. I don't wash my hamburger. You nasty. Y'all nasty. You know why y'all nasty? You know what makes y'all nasty? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because you guys do not wash your hamburger. Y'all don't wash your hamburger. Now, how do I have the unction to call you nasty because you don't wash your hamburger when I don't even wash my own hamburger out? I can't sit here and call you nasty because you do not wash your hamburger. And I do the exact same thing that you do. I go buy the hamburger, find a nice little pack that look like it's fresh. Whatever look like it's fresh, I buy it, bring it on home, pop the daggone plastic off of it, man, and throw it into a bowl, have my wife to dress it up however she feel, and she pat them up into patties, and I go ahead, man, and I cook them any way she want. You feel me? And a lot of us, man, we do that. We do that. You say, wash it if you want, have it go down the drain. But that's the thing, though. It's processed meat. It's processed meat. We don't wash our hamburger, but we ridicule somebody else for not washing their meat. Now, here's my thing. I'm just gonna quit it right there. I'm gonna quit it right there because I ain't gonna go with that's just too deep. I can open up a can of worms if I do that because somebody be like, oh, he don't wash his meat. I open up a can of worms. All right, but I say you must wash your meat, man, anytime you're dealing with a butcher, anytime you're dealing with a grocery store or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Because like we say, you will have bone fragments, especially if you're dealing with cut meat, all right? If you don't believe me, man, go out here and try to buy yourself some pork chops. When you buy some pork chops, take your finger, man, and just rub around the bone. There's a strong chance that you're going to feel some fragments, or you might have the bone dust. That's what I call it, bone dust. That's coming from that. You know what I'm saying? So I would always say, man, go ahead and wash your protein, but please, y'all, don't try to wash your hamburger. If you want to, if you really want to try to wash your hamburgers, this is what I would say do. This is what I would say do. If you really want to try to wash your hamburger, take a cheesecloth. Take a cheesecloth along with a colander. Colander is that little bowl with the holes in them, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Lay your cheesecloth in the colander. You know what I mean? Put your hamburger in it, man. Run some water on it, move it around or whatever. And take the cheesecloth. Once it's done, take the cheesecloth, fold it, bring everything together, and just squeeze out the excess water. That's if you want to go the extra mile to try to even do that. You know what I mean? That's just a tip. I ain't never tried it, but I'm thinking that might be a good suggestion to those who want to at least now start cleaning their hamburgers. You clean everything else, you might as well clean your hamburger. Hell, you're gonna throw it in the grill or on top of the stove or however you're gonna do it. You're gonna make some Salisbury steak or hamburger steaks or something. You know what I mean? We're going to do something with it. But at least know the fact that if you cook that meat all the way, there is a good chance that you will destroy anything that's in that burger that's going to cause you sickness. Make sure that your meat is cooked at the proper temperature. Proper temperature. Make sure that your meat is cooked, and you wouldn't have to worry about getting sick. All right. That Girl Can Cook. What up, That Girl Can Cook? Y'all better go check out That Girl Can Cook. That girl can really cook. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I tell you That Girl Can Cook, I wish my girl could cook, but that girl can cook. You understand what I'm saying? My girl can cook lasagna. She can cook spaghetti. That's all my girl can cook. But that girl can cook. Y'all go check out That Girl Can Cook, man, for real. All jokes aside, if you really want some good recipes, man, some new exciting recipes, That Girl Can Cook. If you really want to be to try pastries for the first time in life, go check out the Pastry Warden, Reloaded. You understand? Go try him, go check him out. And I'm telling you right now, bro, that mother freaker can cook. He could do some pastries, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And he's not just stuck on pastries. There's a lot more that the brother can do, man. Support, mad support. Check out my girl, the Roadie, the Good Cook, cooks, Sister J. She can cook. We got some new YouTubers that's on here right now. Team McCarty. I might be saying it wrong. Cooks. Check her out, because I got to go over there and check her out. She's from South Carolina. She Geechee, and I'm going to find me some Geechee recipes. I'm telling you. But other than that, do me a favor. Go check out Spain Spices. Spain Spices, y'all. I'm going to put a link in the comment if you want to try some of these spices. They got spicy seasoning. They got red onion powder. All right? Red onion powder. How many of y'all know about that red onion powder? And then they got all-in-one spice seasoning, and then they got garlic and herb seasoning, and then they have some lemon pepper seasoning along with the sweet basil. And I'm telling you right now, these right here, man, I'm gonna read it again. It says gluten-free, no MSG, no GMOs, and no sugar. Bam. And I'm coming back, baby. I got my babies back. We back in business. So I want you guys, man, to look out for new recipes. I just don't know how to put these videos together. It seems like I'm getting a brain funk when it comes down to putting videos together. But I'm going to try my best, man, to do whatever I can do. If you like things like this, do y'all think we should do this again? Find another foodie topic to talk about? And how about the call-ins? Did y'all appreciate the call-ins? Because I got to go back, man, and listen and see how clear that these call-ins, you know, how the people were sounding on the other end. Did y'all really like the call-in part? All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. I'm going to take one more phone call, just one. This will be the last one, and I'm going to hang up because we've been on here for 2 hours. If you want to call that number that's pinned, dealing with the 919 number, all right, do that call-in number. That number that's pinned, 919-230-0857. Call that number right now. And let's go ahead and I'm going to end this on that note. Let's see. Yep, I'm going to end that on this note. Let's have one more phone call, y'all. One more. And after that, we're going to shut this baby down. Who's game? Who's game? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Who is game to pick up the phone? I like hearing people's voices. All right. So, what we're going to do now is go ahead and shut her down. Never thought. Okay, so let's go ahead, man, and shut this thing right on down. So, with that being said, nobody's going to call in, have that last convo. We're going to do this again sometime soon. I'm going to leave this one up. All right, I want to say these words, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for chiming in. I really do appreciate it. And above all things, man, I'm hoping that that this was a learning tool for all of us, because for the people who've called in and gave their input on the gloves and the food handlers, I have learned something from y'all. And I thank you guys for participating in this here live chat. I really do. I appreciate you. I respect you. And I'm hoping that we could come together again one of these good God days and do the exact same thing. All right. And with that being said, I want to say, I say this on every live, not my videos, but on every live, I say this. If you can find somebody that's in your neck of the woods, that's close to you, somebody that you could touch, you could feel, even if you could pick up a phone, if you go to a grocery store, if you go to, a restaurant or whatever the case may be, and if you see an elderly person, if you see somebody there that's elderly, do me a favor. Please, out of the kindness of your heart, dig deep down in your pockets and try to help that elderly person. If for some reason God lay on your heart to pay for their groceries or give them a little small percentage on that, then please do so. You know what I'm saying? If God asks you to take care of their bill, if they're sitting in a restaurant ready to get something to eat, please take care of that bill, y'all. I always say, man, let's do this to be a blessing and not to receive a blessing. And I guarantee you, there's going to come a time in our life when we're going to need something, and we don't know how we're going to end up paying this bill or that bill or whatever the case may be. But God will always have a ram in the bush waiting for us when it's our time. So let's just do it for our elderly people. I love you guys, man. I always say that at the end of my videos because I do believe in supporting our elderly, because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no us. So now with that being said, love and not hate. Love somebody and hate nobody. If nobody told you today that they love you, please let me be the first one to say it. I love you. And there is nothing in this whole wide world that you could do about it. So enjoy yourselves, and I pray and I hope that whatever you need in life, that God will meet your need right where you stand, right where you are. Pray for your city, pray for your state, pray for the people around you. And in all cases, man, love yourself. Good night.